up Lil Gangstas, the 5.30 no time class. As Santa's looking at the action up here from the tower with the Freedom Plus live stream. Just like everything else, trees must be lit and attached first pair. Brandon McLean's in the left-hand side, the C10 pickup truck. Justin Arontes in the, looks like Ford Mustang, over on the right-hand side of the racetrack. As the Mustang made the move first, could not see who got to the strike. Sees not only him, but Troy Perez Jr. run this car in no prep as well as Lil Gangsta activity. A little bit of nitrous going on the right-hand side. As he will look to stage up against Randy Jarrett's Pontiac. This is the car that I told you earlier made the trip all the way from Wyoming to be part of the action here. You see the lights on the hood of the car that Tyler is wheeling. And you see the Christmas tree hanging on the back of Pontiac on the left-hand side. Pontiac up on the left again. Now we want the Pontiac. And Randy Jarrett gets around to the very top end. You see right there. Here comes our next pair, folks. Full nitrous versus the turbo battle. And you heard coming out of the burnout, the Buick D-Buzzing half-tilt to D6 on the left side. That's Richie Balco. Richie will stage up the Buick. And this is not a Grand National because of the kind of weight structure. This is a Regal, or if it had the T-top, it would be a T-type. They're making sure that tree is just right. The nitrous action on the left, on the right-hand side, that's the Chevy Nova. The Disco Nova, that's the Ford Nova of Gabe Gonzalez. Gonzalez will occupy right-hand side. Left-hand side for Richie Balco.
Yeah!
The Buick was in control of that one all the way down. You see, here's one of the hottest guys in the Lil Gangstas 5.30 class today. This is Tommy Hoskinson. Hoskinson, the Gen 2 garage, and also with his brother Billy Hoskinson under the Street Race channel. The LX Turbo Swap Falcon. This guy picked up $20,000 at the Snowbird National just a couple weeks ago. He will stage up against a very unique 1970 Chevelle on the right side. This is Rick Lippitt. He's out of California with the Duramax Swap Chevrolet Chevelle. Now it started, that's a diesel-powered Chevelle, and it has been in the 8-second range as a legal drag-and-drive vehicle. He has got the task of trying the outside of the favorite Tommy Hoskinson left side. Tommy will get the win light reflecting in that streetcar takeover. He will face the very unique right on the right-hand side. This is Justin McMurtry. And he will rock around Dean right at the last moment to take the win on that one as Dean Love was in front. And here comes your next matchup, Charlie Johnson and Jesse Koski. Koski's driving the slightly weathered S10 pickup truck. He's on the left-hand side of the racetrack with a full Christmas tree in the bed, all standing up nice, lit well, lots of ratchet straps, everything looks good there. On the right-hand side, Charlie Johnson in the big Chevy Nova with the nitrous on board. This car actually runner up and might come challenge race of himself Georgia last month. So, guys, it's great. Gets the job done. A very popular, what's known as a box-top Paramount. Originally introduced with the same chassis as a Fox Mustang would use, and these were built 1 year earlier, starting in 1978. So Houston will stage up on the left side. Evan staging up the Blazer on the right-hand side. A lot of them becoming the go-to model for the Fairmont and the Mercury equivalent versus a Fox Mustang. How about a very unique pair? I mean, if you're going to take a Mustang and dress it up and make it look different, this is one way to do it. Gage Merch wheeling the Motion Raceworks El Toro Mustang. Originally built in just 8 days, coyote swapping it, this car has taken a serious turn in the last couple of years. Now with an engine on board with fuel tech, taking a lot of power, where this car has gone in the 480s in the 8th mile, a little 235 tires. What the... Index and Brad Race phenom Gage Merch based out of Palmetto, Florida behind the wheel. And he'll stage up left side. Greg Gallagher staging up the unique Volvo station wagon on the right-hand side, complete with the white Christmas tree and a little Merry Christmas sign on the back as well. So Terrence Whalen in that beautiful patina 4-door Caprice on the left-hand side of the racetrack. He will face up against Walter Drakeford, a heads-up racer that's been doing this for quite a few years. In the Mustang on the right-hand side. A couple of very capable-looking hot rods, trees attached to both. The Box Chevy. When we come back around, Chevy Racing Steve Canizzo had problems and could not make the call, so Troy Perez will get a tune-up shot here. Now, a lot of these cars will run like some kind of a G-meter or some kind of a draggy device. And the hot will finish left-hand side. Driving the Georgia-based, I think that's looks like it could be a Studebaker, I'm not sure. And the left-hand side will turn on the win like Kyle Compton. We'll get the win and he'll come back for round number 2. All right, attention to this. Christmas Tree Challenge, the OG. Christmas Tree Challenge. I need you back for round number 2, please. Christmas Tree Challenge. Christmas Tree Challenge. I need you back for round number 2, please. Our next matchup, Colby Hudson and Jack Stan Jimmy, James Paulessa, the Daddy Shark Nitrous Fed 240 SX. Guy has done it all in heads-up drag racing, ultra street style. He's had the ring in the 5.30 class with the former Cheap Car Challenge car that he ran 6 week and 6 summer with. The LS Swap Nitrous Fed 240 will stage up left on Colby Hudson, who made his way here from Kansas, Texas, staging up the Nitrous Fed Mustang on the right-hand side. The A Florida man will send Texas back home. Here comes our next matchup, folks. Jimmy Dale and Walter Noel. Walter, left-hand side, in the 66 Chevelle. This is a multi-time drag and drive winner. The Turbo LX underneath the hood. He'll face off against the Texas-based Ford Mustang. Otherwise now for today known as 50 Shades of Gingerbread. Jimmy Dale and Michael Poland, the nitrous-fed Mustang. And Jimmy Dale comes in and knocks off the drag and drive. And Jimmy Dale will turn on the wing line and he'll come back for round number 2. Does roll in just in time. Now Barnett, unfortunately, the beautiful 67 Acadian, I believe, because he is from Florida, but I do believe that that car actually is a Canadian export, although I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to keep my eye on everything that's going on here without being able to look at the racer's information on my Excel sheet. But he had a little fire in it last night during testing, but managed to get everything put out, no real damage, and he'll stage up round number 1 right here against Ty Roth. Ty is wheeling the Ranger with the single turbo Coyote swap on the left-hand side, and Sam with the big one. They'll go to the next round out of the Cletus McFarland camp at 5:30. Lil Gangstas will be coming up in the Invitational 8-car shootout shortly. I have called the OG Christmas Tree Challenge. The OG Christmas Tree Challenge. Need you down? OG Christmas Tree Challenge. OG Christmas Tree Challenge. West side staging lanes, please. And this is Vinny Barba in the Sasquatch, the little Geo Tracker. The twin turbo combination behind the driver's compartment. He has a Christmas tree, and some people say he might be trying to make up for something. Yeah, once it's head past the left, it just wants to stand up, and he said the Christmas tree made it a little too heavy.
And Alan, Victor, all the whole crew is just they just treat us like royalty, and really the fans are here that just keep us going all year long. And at this race, they've come from all over the world, literally. So thank you again to everybody. We're going to burn a couple more Christmas trees here in a little bit. I think they have a little fireworks thing going on, and we're going to finish out the season in a great way for you right here at Bradenton Motorsports Park.
Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate it. We'll see you back up here. Here you go around. And he will now turn on the wing line. Justin McGrath gets the whole shot. All right, like I said, just a little bit of cleanup work, and we are right back at it. Brandon McLeanis and Rick Fletch. Now, the diesel-powered car in this matchup is not the pickup truck. No, it's the Chevelle on the left-hand side. Rick making his way out from California in the drag and drive proven Chevelle. Folks, this is the thing about 530 indexes. If you get down there too quick, you don't turn on the wing line, it means you went too fast. And Rick will take a huge middle lock and go to round number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, how about this one? This is a rematch of 2 weeks ago in the final round for $20,000 at the Outlaw Snowbird National. Tommy Hoskinson left-hand side, Gage Birch right side. In what was considered a victory by inches. Tommy Hoskinson in the SRC base and Gen 2 Garage Falcon got the win at $20,000. They will once again by chip draw match up here. Gage Birch on the right side, behind the wheel of the Motion Raceworks El Toro single turbo Mustang with the tree out front. This man has won over $500,000 at a single drag race at under 21 years of age in his career. And this time
Oh, the tree fell off.
he evens the score with Tommy Hoskinson at 1 each and in a good race. Gage Birch turns on the win lane and the Motion Raceworks car will come back for round number 3. And somebody lost a Christmas tree. There's a Christmas tree down at the top end of the racetrack, so hang on a minute, gotta figure out who that is. Wow, did not expect that one, but the rules have been there since the beginning that the Christmas trees must stay in place. Here comes your next matchup in 5.30 Lil Gangstas. Brought to us by DTR. Terrence Whalen left side, Ty Braun right side. Whalen in that really cool patinaed full-face Capri. Right side, Ty. To the finish line and Ty.
Oh.
Line here. Vinny Barbone and Evan Pixley next. Barbone left-hand side, the twin-turbo Geo tractor known as Sasquatch. This is another drag and drive ready hot rod. When he ran it in Sickweed trim a couple years ago, it had a supercharged combination and has since made the move to the twin turbo thanks to the folks at Summit Racing Equipment. He will line up against the Blazer out of Clearwater. That's Evan Pixley on the right hand side. As instead of the tree off the back, which made Vinny Barbone's car wheelie really badly, so he moved it up front to keep the front end down. Pixley has gone for the tree on the roof, as several competitors have done, along with the lights around the windows. And Pixley will move on to round number 3. Here comes our next matchup, Randy Jarrett and Richie Balcom. Balcom driving the turbocharged D6 Buick on the left-hand side. The G-Body will face up against Randy Jarrett. The Pontiac Firebird, the 4th gen, with the big tree off the back. You see the green tree hanging way off the back, kind of like a cantilever. The Buick trying to get that boost up before it goes down the street.
Yeah.
He'll take home the victory on this one. That brings up our next pair, Kyle Compton and Troy Perez Jr. Compton driving the Studebaker, a very unique two-door on the left-hand side of the racetrack. I believe he is based out of Georgia. He will face up against Troy Perez Jr., a man who has literally grown up around this facility right here, as well as Sunshine Drag Strip, now known as Showtime. It's Troy Perez Jr., owner of Innovative Racecraft, won several track championships, has made a name for himself with the 4 to No Time and his pair of events that he normally hosts here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Battle of the May and Out for Blood. He'll stage up the nitrous fed Mustang on the right side of the racetrack. That'll bring up an all-nitrous battle next. And Jimmy Dan and Charlie Ducky Johnson will come up. You see Paul and wheeling out there to meet his buddy Jimmy Dan, driving 50 Shades of Gingerbread on the right-hand side. The two of them responsible for the Lil Gangstas class and how popular it has become. As Paul is wheeling back, quite literally, Jimmy Dale where he wants him to stage after the Mustang. Both of them want to make sure that plenty of nitrous is available and on board. Charlie Johnson, known as Ducky Left-Hand Side. Now this guy has raced in the radial ranks from X275 up to Outlaw Drag Radial over the years. Now making a name for himself in the 5.30 class, as I mentioned earlier. Made his way to a final round last month of the South Georgia Motorsports Park in this car. Looking to go a few more rounds, but the Nova upsets Jimmy Dale with this truck. It is a Coyote single turboed 1994 model Ranger for the Welder Fabricator out of the McFarland Racing Camp. He will face Richie Balco, the Buick Regal, with a 6-cylinder and the turbo on board. Originally, these cars were delivered with a 231 cubic inch V6. Kansas already has some form of that motor underneath the hood. And take up the Coyote Power pickup truck that will find you on for one more round. He will. Next round, the semi-final. He's got an entry. McMurtry and Charlie Ducky Johnson. Ducky on the left side of the nitrous fed Nova, the 1968 model, the first year of the third generation body style with a bigger trunk, and moving away from the shock towers to conventional coil and shock placement, getting away from the struts. Now Justin McMurtry, who has previously competed in Rocky Mountain Racing, driving a very unique hot rod. It is a Ford Durango. No, we will not. Justin will get around him in the street ride. We'll go to the semi-final. So now has done multiple drag and drives with this hot rod. Has actually pulled a camper trailer to the racetrack, won his class, and then pulled the camper trailer back home as well. He said the diesel actually gets decent gas mileage, and he has completed a drag and drive in under 9 seconds a couple of times. He's got his hands full with Evan Pixley, the 87 nitrous fed Blazer out of Clearwater. He's on the left-hand side. He's made some solid runs to get to this point. One of them will get a chance to continue on for one more round into the semifinals of $10,000 win. Lil Gangstas right here in Bradenton. Well, don't want to get up on boots. And now it's here. Here comes management. We'll take his foot out of the gas early, and we'll move on to the next round. As Rick has problems, and his luck runs out here in round number 3. Troy Perez Jr. and Tommy Hoskinson. Hoskinson, last round, did not get the win light at the stripe against Gabe Birch. But Birch's tree coming off the car. And after reviewing the footage, officials determined that it was a disqualification for not keeping the tree in place. And Tommy Hoskinson gets back into the game. Now Perez, a local Florida racer with a lot of talent, has wheeled a lot of different hot rods. The nitrous fed cars. On the left-hand side, Tommy looking to continue on with the turbo car. He picked up $20,000 to win here just 2 weeks ago. And wants to find the winner's circle once again, and he will take one. and he will turn on the win light to go to another semifinal here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Brought to us by DTR, a very unique pair of hot rods. Evan Pixley in the Blazer, Justin McMurtry in the Ford Durango. Yeah, kind of a spin on a Ford Ranchero / Chevy El Camino, although you can see it has a little bit bigger driver's compartment and less of a bed than most of the other ones. Don't see too many Blazers at the racetrack as much as you used to. You see a lot of S10s, but the full size, not happening as much. So McMurtry, who made the long tow to be here, and Pixley, based right here in Florida. One of them gets to go to the finals to try to collect $10,000. Who will it be? A pair of turbo rides. Did not originally race it very much on the Cletus channel, but after doing a drag and drive and a couple of index-style races, has started coming to his own here in the Lil Gangstas class. The street legal pickup truck will face off against one of the hottest guys in Lil Gangstas competition right now, Tommy Hopkinson. The Gen 2 Garage and Street Racing channel-based Ford Falcon with the twin-turbo LS underneath the hood. His brother Billy wheeling him into the right spot. Now it is all on the drivers. Both of them deserve to be here based on how they have driven so far. One of them will face Evan in the final. It'll either be Ford Ranger versus Chevy Blazer or the Ford Falcon. Based out of Clearwater, Florida, the 1987 model Blazer on the right-hand side. Has done some great driving so far to get himself to this point. He will face a man who is looking to go back to back. Tommy Hopkinson, who picked up $20,000 just 2 weeks ago, right here during the Snowbird Nationals. Wheeling the LS Twin Turbo Falcon out of the family garage up in Ohio. He needs one more win light to make it 2 in a row. Standing in his way is local hero Evan Pixley, who has done his job round after round to get here. 4 rounds of work, 4 win lights, and both the competitors have 1 left to claim. Will it come on the left side for Tommy Hopkinson as his brother standing behind him is putting the beans for the final time tonight. On the opposite side, Pixley also getting in the right spot. The crew step away, Tommy already in the pre-stage. And now Evan will join him. And it looks like we might have a little bit of a staging duel, folks. He Keep in mind, there is no